Hello, everyone. It's Taylor from What's Cooking podcast, and I am here with a panel of special guests today. So, today we have some amazing professionals from the hair industry, and I will let them introduce themselves, starting with this young lady on my right.
Hi, so I'm Kayla. I'm the owner of aceoflengths. I specialize in stitch braids and just braids overall.
How you doing? My name is Curt. I'm Perfectionism or whatever. I specialize in every haircut. You name it, hair units, all that.
Hi, I'm Dynasty. I'm a wig stylist and braider and the owner of Melanin Styles, and I'm located in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, so how did each of you get started? So we're gonna go around the table again.
How did I get started? I've always been doing hair since I was like legit 5. Like I used to play on my dolls, then I used to play on my sister's hair. Then like my family, they saw I was really good at it like from a really young age. So yeah, I used to do their hair, and that's just always been something I did. I did Friends, as well as when I went to high school, they had like a cosmetology program. So like once I was 15, I went into the cosmetology program, and I got really serious about it. And yeah, now we're here, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I was being fascinated with hair. Let me cut my own hair since I was like 15, and I was cutting other people in high school and stuff like that. Making that. Got really serious at 18. Went down to Atlanta for 2 years. Met all the dope barbers and stuff like that. Came back up here. I'm at the haircut pro right now. We do it all. Yeah, and ever since I've been cutting hair. This is my first job. I never had no other job but cutting hair.
Well, for me, I've always been like doing hair. Just I used to get my hair done at the salon, so they wasn't always up to trend with trendy styles. So I would go home, fix it up. Back in 2019, I got my first wig installed, and I loved it. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go do it at home. Started doing it on myself, and then when COVID came, I lost my job at Target because it was laying everybody off. So I just took the chance and started taking clients. I was doing hair out of Airbnbs. I was just taking everybody, just family, friends. And then from there, I was able to find my first shop owner, and then I've been there since.
Love it, love it, love it. So being in the hair industry, whether it's cutting hair, doing braids, or wigs, I know you guys have encountered with some crazy customers. Some customers that have driven you crazy, or you put them on the do not book list. I want to hear some of your wildest customer stories.
Well, on a daily, not on a daily, but usually you get crazy customers that like run you down for appointments. Sometimes they just don't read the booking site at all. Sometimes it just be problems that just happen as they come. It just depends on what they want. But yeah, it's just so many of them.
So many?
Yeah.
Like, what's one that like stood out to y'all? Like,
for me, I had this lady bought a custom wig on hand in person. So she bought the wig. It was a new wig. It was fine. She went. I guess she was taking a flight somewhere. And she was like, "Is this a used wig?" And I'm like, "No, it's not used because it's a new wig. You can't." Like a new frontal wig is uncut lace. So she was like, is this a used wig? I'm gonna find a stylist down here and they're gonna tell me if this is a used wig or not. Then she was like, oh yeah, my stylist told me it's a new wig. So I'm gonna reach out to you. Never responded back because like, girl, you can tell it's a new wig.
okay.
I had a client that I told my client, yo, I'm about to go get something to eat, right? He said, nah, you can't eat, bro. You gotta do my hair. I'm like, what?
What?
I'm like, alright, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna eat, bro. So he's still my client till today, but I had to put him in this place. Like, I don't let nobody run me. I'm divorced type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, people don't understand. He's still human.
Yeah.
You have to eat. Things happen.
I passed out many times for not eating. So it's like you really gotta be careful and, make sure you eat.
Right. Make sure you take care of yourself because you don't take care of you. How can you run your business?
Yeah. And it shows in our work too when we don't take care of ourselves. Sometimes our work don't look like how we want it to look. Now we're like, man, what's wrong with us?
So.
Okay, I guess one of my experiences with like a bad client, whatever, is she wasn't even my client because you didn't get your hair done. But yeah, she wanted to fight me over a deposit because she came to my studio, and I actually do deposits online, but she said she doesn't have like cards or whatever. So, you know, I was like, okay, come, I'm here already, so just come give me your deposit. Cool. Day of her appointment, she's a no call, no show, right? Hours go by, she texts me, she's like, oh my gosh, I missed my appointment, I fell asleep. I'm like, okay, well, you're gonna have to book a new appointment if you want to. So she was like, no, I'm coming down there and I'm gonna get my deposit and I'm gonna beat your ass if you don't give me my deposit. I'm like, you okay?
They get crazy out here. They do want to fight you, and then like another thing, they love like posting on social media to get like a train of people to support them. Be like, yeah, that's a bad stylist. Don't go to her.
Right. Like on raw reviews.
Oh, that nah, that went crazy. That they always trolling in the comments, but that's what they are. So you ignore them.
Because like on that platform, I see a lot of repeating offenders, like different stylists. Like, so how do you guys feel about a platform like that? Or like, what are your thoughts when you see like a different stylist that's in your industry repeatedly on raw reviews?
Well, at first the platform I thought was amazing because like they was giving actual reviews of businesses, but it was kind of shocking to see some of the reviews. Like I didn't know how it was funny to see how other stylists run their business. It doesn't reflect all of us though. And when you see them repeating, honestly, that's a part of their character probably. So ain't much you can do. Just be aware when you book.
Right.
I'm not very fond of that platform. They're actually blocked. But the reason is because you got like they don't give the other side of the story. Like it's always one-sided because obviously it's a client or whatever. Not everybody's gonna have the same experience. You can go to like one of the best stylists in the world, and you know it's just sometimes you don't match with that stylist. But you know, I do see like some what do you call it? Incidents where stylists be wilding, as well as clients. Sometimes they'll be wilding too. So it's like they don't show both sides, and then when you do give your side of the story, it's like people still shame you for that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I don't like. That's what happened to me. That was my personal experience.
Yeah, it's like once something comes out about the stylist, it's like nothing what the stylist says can even help what happened. It's like once that client said it, that's that, and the client's is right.
Yeah,
and they also have that
like
mentality.
I don't like that clients is always right and they not always right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they definitely.
I saw that somewhere the other day. I was like, yeah, okay. Like y'all know the policy. You booked this person for a reason. You should have agreed to the terms. Nobody's forcing you to book that person. So it's like, do your research.
So they don't even read the policy.
Yeah.
They don't.
I don't care. I'm just booked.
And it's like, because I remember when I started doing makeup, when I first started doing makeup, and it was this girl that I knew. She had me waiting for like 5 hours, and she never showed up.
You canceled.
And and that's before I started taking deposits and stuff like that and being real strict. And at the time, like my mom, she was driving me around, so I'm like, you had her waiting too for 5 hours. Like she was pissed. I remember she told me she was leaving work, and she used to work 34th Street, like where I used to work at too. I know it takes 27 minutes, around 8, 9 o'clock, to get from there to Notion Avenue on A train. 1 hour passed, 2 hours passed, 3 hours passed. Then she blocked me. What are you blocking me for? I'm waiting for you.
Yeah.
Like people be bugging, but if I would have went off on her, I'd have been quote unquote crazy, unprofessional. Don't book her.
And she would have been screenshot only that part without saying everything that happened before.
I'm like, I'm waiting for her. She asked me, she's like, you still doing my makeup today? But yeah.
And this is why we have deposits, because this is our time. We don't have time to waste and wait on you. That person could have took that slot, and it's like, now you're messing with my money in time.
Right. Exactly.
I make them pay a full deposit. I ain't gonna lie, they miss their appointment. They gotta pay full. That's how I feel. That's how I do it.
Right. Do y'all do the same thing?
Yeah, $40 deposit, non-refundable. Like y'all better come to your appointment.
Right.
I do have, depending on the style, I think I also do like 30%. So like if the style is longer, it's gonna be more because that's me blocking out a lot of time. What if you don't show up? So it's like half.
So now, how do you guys go into pricing your businesses? Like, I'm not your businesses. Pricing your services.
Well, time is accounted for. Also supplies, because for me, I do wash and hair included, so that's a big price jump for just doing just the service. And also, I have to pay booth rent. So booth rent can range for like $30 to $50 per person for that style that they're sending in my chair. So all of that is accounted for in my person.
Oh, so you account your booth rent per person?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can plan out my days and make sure that I can pay the booth rent for that person.
Got you.
I would say kind of like the same thing, basically. You know, as a stylist, you figure out what you want to be paid at. You know what I'm saying? How much you want to be paid. As well as, you know, like your skills, like, you know, how good are your skills, you know, like if you're looking around, you say, okay, well, intermediate people, they're probably pricing their work at, you know, a certain price. And then you see like, you know, beginners, they're pricing their work at a certain price. And then like professionals, you know, so you do it off of how your work looks, as well as, you know, the rent, same stuff, basically she's saying.
I'm on commission, so it don't really apply to me. But I be charging what I'm worth, to be honest. I just, if they find me on Instagram, I tell them the price. You like it, you don't. Go ahead.
So I'm interested to know, what is like the average cost of a haircut?
Well, man, people still charging $20. I'm not charging $20. I charge $45 to like $130. I got kind of give me like $200. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like the relationship with your client. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't treat them like a client. I treat them like family. I check up on them, like their family, their kids, or whatever. That's how you get tips. I don't even worry about that.
Right.
Like, treat them like family. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't treat them just like a client. You said, what else, though? What you said?
I said, how do you go about pricing?
Oh, pricing? And what else you said? Yeah.
I said, how do you go about pricing? I think that was it. And then I think I asked you, what's the average cost of a haircut? You said 35.
My average price is 45.
45.
And cause I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Everybody that step outside the barbershop, like, I yo, where you get your haircut from? Like every time. I ask him like, you got any anybody say anything about your haircut? Like, yeah, of course, all the time. So I'm like, I know I'm that dude type shit.
So like, I don't know much about cutting hair and stuff like that. I know more about wigs and hair because I'm a girl, obviously. But like, what's a $130 haircut looking like? Because that's about how much I pay for a sewing.
Yeah.
Close. What's a $130 haircut? Because to me, I'm like, why do guys pay that much? They just cut your hair off. Because I remember going to the barbershop with my dad and my brother. The dark season used to be like $10 back in the day.
Yeah, but that's back in the day. That's when the rent was like $500. Rent is like $2K now. So I'm pricing because of inflation. I gotta eat too. Like,
right.
You know, really job. And I just don't do no regular haircut now. I wash hair, blow dry, hot towel, all that. I do mad services, so like haircut and color, great coverages, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have details. Like,
right. It's like a whole experience.
Yeah. So it's like, from an average barber that make you $20, you just cut your hair and get out. I'm actually spending like an hour and a half or 1 hour and a half. You know, so they like, yeah, you take your time. I can see the fade is super right, the line is super sharp. They girls be liking it, so it's like.
That was his first client.
Not for real. Yeah, first client in New York when I came back, facts. And but yeah, like I said, I was cutting out Atlanta. Yeah. How you like it though? It was alright.
It was alright. It was just like,
I still have that video too.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I was about to say, he just said he spends all this time. You just say, that's alright.
Nah, you don't mean to always play.
I got a question for y'all. Well, for you. I don't know. I think I'm scared to ask you. No. I'm scared to ask you. No. So, like stitch braids, right? Why? Well, for you too. So, I was just talking to my friend, like, saying, like, you know, sometimes as a girl, in between hairstyles, you might need, like, a quick something. Like, a couple of braids and stuff like that. And I'm just like, dang. But the braids are, like, the quick styles, they be, like, $100 to $200. I'm like, that kind of defeats the purpose of a quick style. So like for you, like stitch braids, I'm trying to figure out why are they so expensive?
They're not regular cornrows.
Mm-hmm.
So regular cornrows, I can do 6 regular cornrows in about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Stitch braids, granted, if you've been doing them for a while, it'll take you less time, but that takes about an hour, maybe an hour and 30 minutes, even maybe 2 hours, depending on, the person's hair. It's also a skill. For example, I actually get my nails done a certain way.
Can they see your nails?
I get my nails done a certain way to help me do the stitches, and this actually helps me do it faster. So it's like, and then you need other products. So it takes time, products, skill. And it's like the new trend, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I love the stitch braids. Like a person that doesn't know would think like, they could do that in like 45 minutes.
And then hair, you adding hair to it, so it's more.
Do you include the hair in your prices?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, and same thing, like I include hair and wash. So there, from the start, I have to straighten your hair to make sure I can see the stitches. Also with braiding is the detail. We have to go in with every movement to get that crisp, clean stitch that y'all want. Parting, that's the technique to get the stitch braids. So that's what it costs.
Your braids could look great, but if your parts is not parting,
it's stitch not stitching.
No.
It don't look right.
Yeah.
She did my stitch braids before, the half up, half down. With the curly hair. Yeah, I was the first one to get that one.
Oh, that was you?
That was
I put it on my booking site because everybody's like, how do I book this? I'm like, let me just put this on my booking site. She on my booking
That
site
was
with it.
fire.
I gotta come back. There's another style I gotta come back and get. And then quick weaves. I want to ask about that.
Okay, so for me, quick weaves, I'm providing the synthetic hair because, like you said, it's quick style. So some girls don't want to cut up their human hair bundles. So I'm providing the synthetic hair. Also, I'm braiding you down, washing your hair. I'm molding your hair. I'm getting it tight because I have, usually with quick weaves, is sometimes I have up, half down.
Right.
So I'm either gluing or sewing in the back. And then on top, I'm making a regular ponytail, which I'm wrapping. So that's
As well as all those products that you're using, they cost money. You're using a cap, you're molding it. That's
and making sure
money.
everything stays. That's technique. So you have to pay for that. That's literally time.
Right. I think it's safe to say, get your money up. If you want to keep getting a lot of hairstyles.
And then I think the girlies gotten used to, I feel like everybody was changing their hair out so often during the pandemic. Now it's like they trying to keep up, changing their hair.
Or just trying to keep up with people that have a lot more disposable income than what they do.
Like, you gotta figure something out. Get your money up or space out your styles.
As well as getting your hair done, getting your hair cut. It's maintenance as well as it's a luxury.
Yeah.
It is.
So you can't be picky or cheap on something that's a luxury. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I got some more questions.
And also, they have to account for we're braiders, so this is taking a toll on our body. Like, we're breaking down our body. Like you said, we don't eat during the day while we're dealing with it.
They be on the internet like, we don't want to hear that. They ain't got nothing to do that.
Definitely not no insurance. So.
And then it's like y'all complaining and y'all sitting there. We're literally standing up doing the work. Like, what's wrong with us?
Oh, another thing that I forgot to say, including with the pricing, we also pay for insurance. Insurance on ourselves as well as like in my studio. You know what I'm saying? Or even if you were a booth renter or whatever, you're still paying insurance. What if something happens to your client? So I think that's one of another things that people don't think about. I don't really hear many people say they pay insurance, but that's part of pricing.
I think a lot of people, they're not knowledgeable about
they
insurance. And I always say this all the time. No matter what you do, always be 100% educated in whatever field that you work in, because listen, people's always out here looking for a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Somebody's always out there looking for a come up. So if you have insurance as a business owner, that does not but protect you at the end of the day. For everybody, at what point did you realize this was it? I'm never gonna work for nobody.
When I was making $2,000-$3,000 a week, that's when I was definitely going back to a regular job. I used to security.
I just it was I saw how much I was making in a day, then compared working my regular job, so I love that. But I also love when the girlies came in their like attitude changed once they saw their hair in the mirror. It's like, oh my God, I look so pretty. I look like a baddie. But that's all useless. But thank you for letting me be a part of the process. So just seeing the happiness. And it's like they go outside and tell all their friends, go book her. So it's like, it's just that interaction. I just love, it's like I like to talk to my clients. It's like when we come in, we're friends, we're chopping it up. And you know, they leave happy. And it's like, keep reoccurring. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I'm not a person like my head done.
And it always be lit. It always be a vibe. Like, all my clients is a vibe. So we sit there, you know, we chopping up for hours. Then they meet like daddies and go home, take TikTok, Snapchat.
Yeah, hairstylists, nail techs, y'all, they my diaries. They know everything.
And we love that, like the intimacy, because we know it's between us.
Yeah, because who they gonna tell? Who y'all gonna tell?
I mean, like the personal, like the personal
Therapist.
The therapist, yeah.
Honestly, it was never like an instance where it was like, oh, this is it. I've always wanted to do hair. Like, I've worked other jobs in the past, and my end goal was always, okay, well, how can I make hair my full-time goal? Like, legit, since I was 5, I was like, I don't care if I get paid. I just want to do somebody's hair. Even like, I'll be off and I'm like, all right, well, hit up my friend or hit up my cousin. Can I do your hair? I want to try this new style. Like, that's what I do for fun. So it's always been that. Yeah.
That's perfect. I love this. You guys are inspiring me, actually. The more and more I talk to you guys.
And now to think of it, while I was working at Target, I was in school for accounting. So I thought it was cool applying my marketing skills into my business and like seeing the results work. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is fire. So I kept doing that. And I'm still like learning more research into marketing because, you know, social media marketing is getting bigger and bigger.
So how do you guys feel about this new trend? Content creating to stay relevant.
Girl, it's hard out in the streets.
I do it easy. My mentor told me like he said, just record like 2 to 3 seconds of video and then boom, 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 and then put it on a popular audio and just post that, like, you know what I'm saying, quick. So I know it's kind of like time be going fast as hell, like fast. So you gotta get with it or you're gonna get lost. That's how I feel.
Yeah, we have to keep up with it. There's no way that you're not on social media at this point in time. Like, you have to keep up with it. It's just I'm pretty sure all of us can relate. That it's just the editing. Like, we can record. Sometimes recording is hard in between, but we can record. It's really the editing and finding that right sound. And I think it's more on us. It's more of is this going to pop or not? And stuff like that. It's like more on us, like, is this going to work or not? And then
it's like sometimes, like, even with me, like doing makeup, a lot of times I have so much content in my phone. A lot of times I end up not posting it because I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like that. But I should just post it anyway because...
I was like that because you don't know who liked it though.
Right.
So it's like, you might not like it, but say you don't like it, right? And you post it or whatever. That shit hitting like 50K views. Like, what?
It be the videos where you have in your phone for so long and you're like, I don't like this. As soon as you post it, it go crazy. You're like, wait. Y'all like that?
Right. Like, this has been sitting here for years.
I should have been posted this.
Yeah. Just post everything. That's how.
Just post everything.
You never know.
It's really just us in our head. Like, we need to stop, you know, pressuring ourselves too much and just
like, you want to be a perfectionist all of the time.
Yeah, because you know, ordinary people, like, you don't know, like, what a good whatever look like.
And I'm looking like, damn it, her eyelashes this up. Like, this one is up and this one is not.
But good publicity, all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, more of the story, post that content.
Yeah, like, I totally understand how people feel. They're like, okay, I just want to do hair. Like, I don't want to have to, you know, take pictures at the end. And, you know, like, it's one thing you taking pictures, but now I'm getting my lights out and I'm trying to get the right angles, and now I got to edit it. And it's just like, now I got to post it. Like, me, I haven't posted in a couple days. And in my head, I'm like, oh, shoot, I got to post. I hope they don't forget, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, consistency. It's like, we need to, like, because now on social media, we need to post, like, every day now. It's like, now we can't post.
That's the new marketing.
Booking. So, yeah, that's just
every
the hard
single
part.
day.
Yeah, posting every day is, like, exhausting. Even in your stories, because sometimes you don't want to show your whole day. It's just like, all right, I just want to go work and chill. But
It'd be like
what
that.
the people like.
It'd be like that.
Even when I was getting ready to leave here today, to come here today, I had a client, and I was getting ready. Like, I was done with her, and then I started getting ready. So she was like taking pictures of her in the mirror before she left. She said, "Oh, can you take a video of me, or were you gonna take a video?" I was like, "Oh, I wasn't gonna take a video, cause like I take videos or whatever, but like sometimes I don't, especially if I'm doing that style all the time. I don't want to take a video. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, I'll take the video or whatever, but it's just like." It's kind of expected at this point, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I feel like sometimes people feel like if I don't take a video, that means your hair look bad.
I ain't gonna lie. Yo, I swear to God, I had like 2 or 3 clients said, "Yo, you don't post me on Instagram." I'm like, "Yo, bro, chill," cause I got picky clients and how they want their hair, I don't like it. So I'm not posting you on my stuff. So that's what I'm saying. I tell them like straight up, like, if you want me to post you, let me do me, bro. So I can post on my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Because it's like your signature. It's like, I want to post how I do hair, not like, okay, for example, like if I do baby hairs a certain way and you want your baby hairs looking a whole different way and I think it's ugly, but I'm doing it because that's what you want, that's what you like, don't expect me to post that because that's not my signature, and I don't want somebody to come to my chair and say, oh, well, this is exactly how I want it. Although, granted, you know, if you want it that way, you could do it, but that's not what I'm posting. That makes me look different. You know what I'm saying? Why would I post something I don't like?
Exactly. And sometimes it's just your page aesthetic. Like, that's why you're just not up there. Like, you don't... Just that style is just not appealing on the page, sadly. So, yeah, that's why you're not posting. It's an aesthetic, because a lot of us have a certain aesthetic. If you go on anybody's Instagram page, you see it's a certain look. So maybe that style isn't a certain look. But don't feel no way that we didn't take it.
Even like... This is just an example. Like, for example, like, you want to be posted, but you don't come with your makeup done, and I'm the stylist that posts people only with their makeup done.
Right.
Just an example. So it's like she said, it's an aesthetic.
Nah, I feel that way because I did somebody's makeup and her makeup looked beautiful, but I wasn't sure if I even should post it or not because she didn't come with her wig on, and like she came with she just wasn't dressed. So I'm just like.
And that doesn't look right.
Right, it didn't look right, but I'm like, her face, everything was perfect. And I'm like, I want to post it. I'm like, but I don't know. And it won't fit the aesthetic because everybody else that I posted fully dressed, they dressed up or like they're ready to go. Or at least have on like a full t-shirt or something.
You also want to, draw a specific type of clientele towards you, and if that doesn't represent it, then I'm not going to post it.
I totally agree.
So my next question, how did you determine the type of clients that you want to attract?
Oh, it's so easy. Just post stuff that you want, like. So I say not say good hair, but like people got like curly hair and stuff like that. I post those. I post more of those. You know what I'm saying? Those attract more clients. You know what I'm saying? Good hair always attract. I ain't gonna say good hair.
I was about to say, what's good hair?
I'm not trying to be in the debate or none of that, but like
loose curls.
Yeah, loose curls. You know, a little fine hair, a little coolie hair, and all that. That shit attracts. You know what I'm saying? To be honest,
So wait, what was the question?
I said, how did you determine the type of clients that you want to attract?
So for me, when I had like my low prices, I was like getting some ratchet ghetto clients. Like they will flop on you when I had $20, $10, $20 deposits. Yes, dumb people will flop on you, no call, no show. They act real. It's just I don't know how to explain it, but those low budget clients act a certain type of way.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, and when you increase your prices, you see your clientele changes. So for me, I used to have like young girls when I first started out. Now I have teachers, social workers, some nightlife girls. So I seen the big change. And like most of my clients is like me. Like so.
Yeah, I attract a lot of scammers, drug dealers.
It's the Nike tip.
Huh?
It's the Nike.
Bro, I swear, and lawyers, doctors. Those are the clients I want. The lawyers and the doctors. Cool with the scammers.
Because they got the money.
Yeah. Anytime they can go, they can go jail stuff. But I want lawyers and doctors. You know what I'm saying? Because they're more professional. But we set a standard though. Like everybody got no cursing, no man, so.
What was the question?
Okay. How did you determine the type of clients that you want to attract?
I guess I just wanted I like, really dramatic, long hair, baby hairs, I guess crazy, So I just like that. Like, that's the type of look that I like, you know what I'm saying, that I like to go for. So that's kind of, I guess, how, yeah, I don't really know.
Yeah, for me, cause like I try to promote diversity, so I like all races trying to come to me because sometimes they start off with wigs, sometimes they start off with braids, sometimes they like intertwining. So I like speaking to them and just showing them all the versatile styles they can get. So I try to promote diversity, but no ghetto points.
Right. Yeah, I do feel like your prices definitely attract a certain client. Like, I think I just want to do strictly weddings. And older people, they tip. Yeah. And they tip lovely. And
it goes back, it's a luxury. So these people know what luxury service is, so they're going to pay for that, and they know it's good quality work.
Right. Like, I'll travel to anybody who's paying. Or like somebody wanted me to travel to them in the snowstorm and ice storm, and I said, I'm sorry, I cannot come. And they were mad, and I sent them their money back. I'm sorry. I don't have a car. I'm not getting on the train. Yeah. And for what, 20 minutes?
How much you charge for your house?
Huh?
How much you charge your house goes?
It depends. Like, my travel fee would depend based on the distance. But like, I'll start at I'll say my travel fee starts at 50.
I ain't gonna lie. I have a set price $400 to $500. Yeah, and they pay it too. So.
Yeah, Lamborghini tends to say they don't help. What's it called? It's like something against the line. So Lamborghini doesn't have commercials because they know the type of people they want to reach.
They don't watch TV.
Right? They're not promoting sales. Everything is retail.
I'm about to take a page out of his book.
Reason for that. So.
Right.
Yep.
And I think, like I said, I want to do more weddings. People pay for their wedding. People will pay.
And people will respect your fee. Like, because we have these high prices, our clients know our fee and they respect it. So
right.
They pay that lead fee, the travel fee, everything.
Like, that's why I want higher class people that's willing to pay. Like, and
I'm
then
guessing your price.
Exactly. And then they're just so nice to you. Like,
treat you like family.
Yes.
I had a client that want me to come to his crib. He got a wife and all that weird stuff. Big house, $700K. He just bought it last month or two. Doctor. I'm like, I bet. I'm like, it's cool, whatever. It's cool. Because
you become family with some people.
Yeah.
Like, last weekend I did a bride for her bridal shower. She came. She actually came. She picked me up from my house. Yeah, she was like, you need a ride? I was like, yeah. She picked me up, and we went to the hotel, did her makeup. Her husband came and picked us up, brought us to the bridal shower. She invited me to stay. She introduced me to everybody's makeup I was doing for the wedding. She even invited me to stay for the wedding too. I'm like, this is what I want. This is the type of people that I want to service, because then they just bring you in, and they're paying you. But it's, again, you become personable, you become like family, especially when somebody really likes you, and then they refer you to more people. Like somebody else, she referred me to somebody else that is getting married, and it just works. Like, it's a circle of people.
And for those people, sometimes I like doing something free. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind doing something free, but not all the time.
Right.
So, you treat me you making me like how you say it? You supporting me, right? You supporting me all the time. So I'm like, might as well give you something free. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You've been there for 2-3 years. That's just me.
Right. Like, I'm probably not. If she invites me to stay for a wedding, I'm probably not going to charge her extra to touch up her makeup at the wedding. I'm already here. Like, we're going to have this is your day. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah, we love lawyers over here. Because, our lawyers, they everything. Y'all can get the squeeze in. I open up my day off for you. Like, yeah, come in.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
The big spenders.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, word, I got you right now. Just stand there.
Like, she called me, a couple of days before. She was like, please. I said, I got you. I just closed out the whole day before I said, I got you. Am I running out of questions? We having a good conversation. Did I miss anything that you might have sent me, Bruce?
That's how true it is. Oh yeah, camera.
Jump in.
I'm here to say I'm here before y'all think I won't miss me. But no, I thought I could think of, to be honest.
You had sent me some.
Yeah, I know I have my own points too.
Or did I touch on all of the points? I feel like I did. Not all of them. What are some misconceptions that people have about the hair industry?
Oh, I got one.
Okay, go.
I can go first.
Who wants to go first?
The professionalism in the beauty industry. People think just because you go to school means that you're gonna have exceptional customer service, that you know what you're doing, as far as like styling, like braids, wig installs, or anything like that. Yeah, they don't teach you customer service. They don't teach you how to market. They don't teach you business.
Nope.
It's sanitation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my biggest pet peeve that I see all over social media, because people swear they know what they're talking about as far as that.
But real quick, to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
When you're a jerk of a stylist,
What do you
and
mean?
then like a stylist that's just horrible all around, and then on top of that you don't have a license, I think people, piggyback off of that. Like, you all this, and you don't even got a license. So I think it just adds more.
Okay, so me personally, some people don't even know the person is licensed.
Right.
Like, for example, like on that Raw Reviews page, they said something about me, and they were like, "Oh yeah, these non-licensed stylists, something." It was just simply because the girl booked her appointment, she didn't show up or whatever. I didn't give her a deposit back. You know why you have a deposit? What was the point of me saying this?
The licensing.
Yeah. So yeah, the people were saying, "Oh, these non-licensed stylists." I'm a licensed stylist. Like, what does that have to do with anything? That's how I feel.
Yeah, I totally agree, because like the professionalism, I'm not fully licensed, but I do work under people that have license, so I do learn. Yeah, so I do learn their techniques and stuff, and I'm just as professional as them. And some of these girls that's licensed, they be bugging.
It depends on the person.
Yeah, it just literally depends on
You
the
can't
person.
put everybody in a box.
And not all of us is those bad stylists, hate, boo, cancellation, late. Some of us, this is literally our job. We take it serious.
Okay. Like, somebody did my friend's quick weave, and that glue was pulling her hair out. I'm just like, yo, who did
And
you
then
go
some of these
to?
people just don't have knowledge. Like, they don't, tap
Like that black glue. I'm like, what the I'm just like, yo.
Yeah.
I'm like, you'd have just been better off getting a sewing.
Yeah.
Like, she showed me, and like she had like, issues like growing her hair and stuff. She's like, yo, I don't know what's going on, but like it was pulling her hair out like from the root. I said, that person is lucky my friend is the person she is, because somebody else would have been trying to get a lawsuit. I'm like, yeah, you have to know what you're doing when you're putting your hands in somebody's head.
And sometimes some of these stylists, they like, for me, I like to talk through with my clients what I'm using on them, what I'm doing, and how to maintain it, so when they go home, or I even tell them how to take down certain styles, so when they go home they're able to do what they need to do. And I also send up a follow-up, on how to take care of their hair, because like, you don't want things like that happening.
Yeah.
One thing with my clients, they think because you got license that means you nice. That don't mean you nice
At all.
At all. I'm not licensed. I'm nice as hell. So it's like, I'm about to be licensed this year or May or whatever. But people always get like you get like, say you've been cutting hair for like 5 months or whatever, and you got your license, and it says master barber. You know master barber. You said it hair for 10 years.
Right.
You know master. I'm not a master.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So would y'all say, like, for the audience that wants to know at home, would y'all say, like, it's better to be licensed than go to beauty school, or, like, is it more so, like, you could do this if you're, like Kurt said, if you're good enough and you put in the experience and the pain behind the industry? Would y'all say?
It depends
like,
what you're doing.
Okay.
Like, for here, like she said, they don't teach us actually the braiding and the weaves. So it's like we have to take it upon ourselves to teach ourselves, maybe take a class under somebody or whatever. But it literally depends what you do, because with nails, I think I'm pretty sure you have to go to school.
No, you have to, like, those chemicals.
Yeah,
you have to. Even though
Same
some
thing with
people
lashes.
some people are doing that. Yeah, lashes you have to get a
Don't get started with
esthetician license.
Yeah.
That's hair, skin,
Can I just say
nails.
something? Them certificates don't mean nothing.
Oh yeah.
Nothing.
Oh yeah,
I don't
took a
care if
lash
you-
course.
I don't care if you took a lash course under someone who's licensed. that means nothing. If something was to happen today, and that doesn't secure you for anything.
I think what scared me when I took the lash course,
It's a paper.
and I did my friend was the model. Her eyes swelled up. I said, I'm not doing this. Nope. Her eyes swelled up. And then she's my friend. She was like, no, don't worry. I said, no. And you know
It's
what?
scary.
The girl, she used some cheap glue.
And they don't show you. I like use
She used some cheap glue, and I know because I had an allergic reaction from practicing using the glue, the fumes. So if I'm coughing and stuff like that, it's doing something to my breathing. I can only imagine what that shit did to her eyes.
And then also, you can't learn everything in these classes in one day.
And I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna piggyback on her statement. You're not gonna learn in school. You're gonna learn in the shop.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Like, okay, cool. Like you still don't know how to cut hair, or you still don't know how to do hair and stuff like that. You
Right.
The shop that's when you learn.
Right.
Yeah.
School is just for your
Your
license.
hands on.
basically.
Right. And like, what about like in hair school, like the different dyes, chemicals, and stuff like that?
For me, I don't do chemicals on natural hair. I will only just do it on the weaves because I don't want to deal with the natural hair.
But like, if you do a natural hair, is it safe to say that it's important to like go to school for that? Like,
Yeah.
doing chemicals and stuff?
They'll show you the basics.
So I agree with what y'all are saying, but I feel like it is mandatory for you to still go to school at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because like we're saying, you can be the best stylist, the best barber, and not have a license, but you still need to learn sanitation. You can learn it in school as well. I mean, you can learn it at the shop or whatever as well, but you're still gonna need to go to school and do those things. Learn sanitation because they teach you more than that, and also like different opportunities. Like some people want to do hair on set. Most sets, you have to have a license.
Nah,
Some of
that's
them won't
fine.
even let you on the set without a license.
And some styles is nasty and dirty. So
Yeah. For me, like when I want to open up my storefront, that's when I actually go to school and get the license. So I have everything in order when I have my storefront. But right now, just building until I could go to school. And I see that right now they have a new course for like natural hair styling. That's actually for like braids and locks. I have to look.
So I was looking at that, and I actually
Who's teaching it?
It's only one school in Jamaica, Queens. I think it's by the Magic Finger company.
My cousin took an apprenticeship at the Magic Finger Hair Studio.
Yeah. So that's the only school I've seen right now in the city that's tapping into like natural hairstyling, and then look like it's licensing behind that.
Cause she went and like, cause she was braided hair, and like her skills improved. Like she's fire now. Like she took the class with them and went to school with them, and you could really see a difference in her work before and after.
Yeah.
It's funny I should even say that because I'm actually like doing my research on how I can be the person to give out those licenses.
I told my mother, I was like, Kayla was doing hair braiding classes. My mother says, take off your nails and go to her and learn how to braid hair.
Nails probably will help.
See, listen, I think I might be the only black girl that don't know how to cornrow.
When I first
I be
started
looking at y'all weird, not even gonna hold you.
Nobody, my mother didn't know how to braid.
I know. I still
She had good. It's a shame.
I be like, wait, you don't know how to do a regular braid? Because like I said, like me doing hair, I've been doing it since I was a kid. So when I see like females, like especially black females, I don't know. I just thought every black female knew how to do a simple
I
cornrow.
tried, but I could never like catch it in. It was just a mess.
I had to practice. When I first started off, like doing hair, actually, I had my friend. She was like a braider. So at the time, I was letting her be my braider, and I was doing hair out her Airbnb because I did not know how to braid. And then over time, because I didn't want to have a braider, I learned how to braid myself and then improve from there. It's just practice. Like you really have to set aside that time to sit there and practice. It's practice and consistency.
I could curl hair. I could put a wig back on, but I cannot cornrow to save my.
I wish you'd take one day out of your life and just do it.
Just get a doll. Like
Can you teach? I'm coming to you, please.
Okay.
I'm coming. Any other questions that I missed?
So like, let everybody know where you guys like operate at if they want to do business with you, or how to find you, I should say. Well, book you, yeah.
well, I'm in Mount Vernon right now. I'm about to be in Brooklyn and Mount Vernon, so you can find me there. Details soon. Follow me at Curt Lens though. CurtBlendz.
You can find me in Brooklyn, New York. My Instagram is Melanin Style, so MELANIN_STYLEZZ_.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so it's a mouthful.
You can find me in New York City, Brooklyn, as well as I travel to Texas, as well as Atlanta, and my Instagram is aceoflengths.
Wait, before we go, how did you even start branching out to Texas and Atlanta? Like, I remember I saw you just went one day, and now you go from time to time.
Yeah, I have a lot of family and that they just do hair. So first, I always wanted to do that. Like, I always wanted to go anywhere and be able to make money. So I have a family friend in Dallas, and she has a salon, and she said, oh, you know, we need a braider out here. You should come out here. So yeah, I went out there one time, and I loved it. I had a great experience. I met so many like new people, clients, everything like that. So I enjoy doing that, as well as in Atlanta, the hair industry is crazy, and I just wanted to be surrounded by that. So it's really good over there. Yeah, I just always wanted to like travel and do it. You know what I'm saying?
How you was able to get your clients in these other places? Was it social media? Or
Social media. That's all.
Hashtags is good too. So I would say I'm in.
How do you know you're putting the right hashtags now?
I look at other barbers' hashtags and just copy them up and just put it like so Houston barber hashtag. It's just you just gotta look at it.
Even different platforms like TikTok, like you put out a hashtag on TikTok, they just send it to wherever it needs to be. Like, I like it better than Instagram. Like, Instagram's, like, their hashtags are good, but TikTok, I don't know, it's just better.
It's like if it's one. Well, there's like the search engine thing now. So like if you, I know it's on TikTok, I put a hashtag and then on the video, like in the search box, so like that certain hashtag will pop up. So I think if one of those hashtags, like if the hashtag pops up in like the box, I think it's gonna attract more people. Like the video I showed y'all earlier when I was talking about the hair braiding spot uptown, I put knotless braids. It automatically pops up in knotless braids, and a lot of people are always looking for who does knotless braids.
And that one hashtag is crazy. Like that one hashtag might, work to just.
Out of all the like the 5 that I put, that one it's stuck.
It's just crazy how social media just works, and it just works so fast. You never know when it's gonna work, so that's why it's just so important.
And then sometimes I feel like it's a hit or miss.
Yes.
Sometimes I ask so I'm like, yo, how you found me? They say a hashtag. I'm like, which one? So okay. So I'm gonna just keep using them.
You right?
You start asking people.
So do y'all enjoy like the traveling when it comes to like traveling to different states or cities or even house calls?
I mean, I hate it because you can't. Bad lighting and all that. That's why we charging that much, because I can't see in the dark, bro. Like,
do you bring your light
dark
with you?
Huh?
You bring your light in with you?
Not really, nah.
Bring it.
But it's like there's so many benefits you get out of it.
Look. So the chair is not valid. It's like you can't spin them around. You can't do this. You can't do that. Like they're on a wooden chair. I gotta bend down, or I gotta be up high. It's like
I don't do house calls for that reason. I said I don't do house calls for those reasons.
Yeah, I'm not a CPA, but like it's just like there's so many benefits y'all get out of it.
I mean, I would do it.
If you're driving to people's houses, that goes into your gas.
That's a fact.
Taking out your taxes. You fly to someone's house, that's a free flight basically out your taxes.
I'll do it, but I won't do it for everybody. Everybody is not. I don't trust everybody. So
to certain people.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't feel comfortable with house calls. I just rather you come to the shop. It's my environment. I'm way more comfortable.
Exactly.
You don't know
I'm
what
going to
you're
be faster. So
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna work out.
Yeah, I gotta learn my client before. I mean, okay, alright, like I can't be trap house or anything like that. I ain't doing that.
Because doing it in their house, like you don't know their environment. They could just get up. You don't know who's in the house. That's just uncomfortable.
That's like me. I'm only traveling for weddings.
Yeah.
That's it.
So what do y'all think about like when you see, I guess you could say like those community events, like when people will be like free haircuts from 9 to 6, and it's like they're doing it at like a state carnival or something like that.
I mean, that's cool. You build up your name. That's how you get followers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows you.
Yeah, I think it's a good networking strategy. Lose your clientele.
Low key, yeah. Low key, no.
So different.
Because
What, it's still time for you?
no, it gives you a different type of clientele.
That's too weird. You right about that.
That could be good, could be bad.
Yeah, like it can get your name out there or whatever, but you better hope it gets from those people to their friends who are maybe in a better position as they are. But the clientele that you get from stuff like that is not that great. Like we were saying, you know, like the way we price things is for a reason. It's because I want certain people to sit in my chair.
Right.
And once you start doing like giveaways and like free things, they're only just coming for that free thing or that sell. That's not really clientele. Or the clientele that we want. We don't want nobody that's going to be chair hoppers. We want people that's going to stay loyal to us. So that's not really.
But that's kind of on your side with the retention to really like, keep them coming.
Yeah.
But some people is just cheap.
You know.
So I have another question for you guys. For
I
somebody,
don't be in my feelings, my bad. I don't be in my feelings if they go to another barber. I don't at all.
Oh yeah, we already know how this industry goes.
Yeah,
That's
so I know I'm gonna get new clients. That's always in my brain. Like,
Yeah, you're gonna eat regardless.
you go, I'm gonna get new clients.
Right.
I'm gonna hashtag the hell out of mine.
it's 7-something billion
Not even
people on
that,
this
but it's
earth.
like they're cheating on their barber to go to you, so.
And then it's crazy.
Nobody
because,
was
The
wrong.
world, bro. The world goes around. You know?
Obviously, like you don't have to come to me, but like it's funny when people normally come to you and then they go to somebody else and they come back talking about something. Oh my God, I can't believe I went to somebody else. They did this, they did that, and now you want me to fix it.
Right.
Oh no, I don't fix work. I don't fix work that other people
Yeah,
do.
Not fixing, but like
more.
Right.
you knew what
Yeah.
I brought to the table. And you went somewhere else knowing what I bring to the table.
Yeah.
Now okay, but I'm glad you learned your lesson. You're gonna stay here.
That's like so.
I like when somebody else messed the hell out of me. Like, yo, bro, I'm sorry you couldn't get me this, that, and that. I'm like, tripping.
And
Oh,
also,
you pay me? I don't care.
Right.
also for me too, I like send recommendations if they really need it.
Yeah.
But like like also you don't need to go to somebody else and complain because I could have recommended you to somebody that was just gonna slay you just as
Right.
I think they like feel sometimes like we will feel sometimes when they go somewhere. I mean, it's your money, it ain't my money.
Right.
Also, I try not to get into much of like what the other stylist did because you could be in my chair telling me what another stylist did, but you could have been in their chair talking about what I did. And guess what? It's a small world, and we're all gonna like it's full circle. So I'm not gonna entertain it. Like I'm gonna let you vent, but I'm not gonna add my 2 cents in.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't talk about other barbers like to my clients or like other because everybody's trying to get up there. Everybody's trash. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I don't talk about them like that. I'm like, okay, that's damn.
Yeah, we just hear it and be like, oh, alright.
Okay, that's what happened. That was crazy. Wow.
That's like somebody I knew was like, oh, I don't like my makeup. Oh, you should have did it. I'm looking at her like, so you know me.
Yeah, like, okay.
You know where I live. Why didn't you call me?
It's all that excuses.
It's like, oh, did you feel bad that I'm here at your celebration? And somebody, I was like, no, it looked pretty.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I don't like it.
Some people just say anything because they want to say something. They just want to
She
say
said say something.
Yeah.
Like when
I'm
you
like,
go out
and it's
people
family.
Like, I'll book you, and it's like, what? So book me. You don't have to tell
Right.
me this.
Yeah.
Oh, I want you to do my makeup. Okay. Book the
And never book.
The site is there.
Yeah.
And what I hate is, damn, they trying to book the same day, bro. Booking in advance, booking 2 days in advance, book the day before, bro. Cause they always be like, on Saturday, right? I'm like, I'm booked up. Like 2-3 people hit me. I'm like,
Right.
bro, you can't. Sorry, bro. Like, you go to my man though. I
Right.
teach my man how to cut. Like, you nice as hell.
And
So he
sometimes-
went. So
And
everybody
sometimes,
ate.
yeah, these clients be so impatient. Like, you know what was coming up, like that event or whatever. Why would you wait day of or the day before trying to find a wig or trying to find somebody who can put it on? Like,
Yo, yeah,
you
like,
asking
stuff
for a
like that.
disaster.
I'm
Appointment,
the last minute client. That's why
You last, but that's
I'm very
last.
minute. Yeah.
But it works out.
Well, you see, I had to do my own hair.
She's like, see what happened was. What was I gonna say? I remember the question I wanted to ask you guys before we go. There's 2 questions I actually want to ask. First question is, for somebody who's starting, how would you tell them to price themselves?
Your worth. Simple as that. You know what you can do. Price your worth. If you feel like you're trash, I feel like you should take models. Family and friends. Also, I feel like models should also start with family and friends. Then gradually take 1 to 2 clients and see how that goes there. But don't try to charge OD when you know your work not that good. Like, it's not going to work out. And you're not going to get the clients that you want. Yeah.
Alright, so say you come out of school, I'm like, yo, I know $20 ain't a lot of money or whatever, so I'm like, yo, charge 20, and they keep coming back, say you booked up for 3 months, charge 25, booked up for another 3 months, 30, 35, 40, and they still keep coming, you good, you know what I'm saying?
Same thing with wig installs. I feel like if you're starting out, you should probably do like $50 installs. You try to take 3 people a day. That's $150. You're not worried about booth rent. You're doing them out your house. And you could build from there, and then fix your pricing from there, and then see what you can do. Cause I'm a stylist that do same day customization, everything. But you might be the stylist that want to drop off the wig beforehand, so they don't have to worry about that. So it just depends.
She took the words right out of my mouth. That was perfect. That's it. Yeah.
That was it?
Yeah. Start small, gradually build up.
And I would say, don't give. I mean, it's cool, like giving free services, but don't make it a habit. Cause yo, can you do my eyebrows? No, that's not a haircut. This is a haircut.
Right.
Not with this.
And be careful of the family and friends that you're doing, cause a lot of people got cut off of wanting free things. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're my friend and you support me, you should want to pay me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, charge for, you know, the products or whatever. You know, you're still learning, so maybe don't really charge too. You could charge for your time or whatever, but especially if you're doing something and it's for you, it's for, you know, your presentation, like your what do you call it? Your notebook.
Your portfolio.
Your portfolio. You know, like I said, start small and build up, because you could always hike your price up whenever you want to. You're your own boss.
And also, I feel like anybody starting out, y'all have boundaries and respect them like yourself. Like, live up to your boundaries. So if that late person is late, let them be late. If it's 30 minutes and they say 40 minutes they're here, don't take them at all. Make sure everybody send a deposit. Don't let nobody pay you. Play with your time. Deposits, I strongly advise. And hell, make it a high deposit, because it's still going to come out the price regardless.
Right. And be professional with it.
Yeah, definitely be professional. Like, know what you will want as a service. So, you know, if you don't want, I don't know, like, just treat yourself as if you was the client.
Right. And my final question that we ask everybody, is it harder to stay creative or to stay inspired?
I would say inspired because when I was like charging $20 a cut or whatever, low prices, I was like, damn, I ain't making no money. I only paying boyfriend and only got like $100 less money. So I was like, I was so uninspired. But when I know my worth started getting better, I was like, I'm inspired all the time.
Right.
And I like to do classes, so I could be more inspired, so I don't have to be like bored and like, I know how to do this, I'm bored now. I want to do something else now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's more harder to stay inspired, because it is days where you feel like, I don't see myself going anywhere. You just feel like you're just
Stagnant.
Yeah, you're just stuck where you at. But once you stay inspired, you just keep going. I always am like keep saying that. Just keep going and don't stop. Like, don't let up. As long as you keep going, it's not like you're going to stay in the same place anyways.
Right.
And I got another one. I always network. So I always network. Say it's a movie filming like The Raising Kanan, right? So I network with one of the top director of hair. I networked with her. She said I just gotta get my license, be on the set for like 6 months, and I'll probably doing movies and shit like that. So networking is big.
That's what's up.
Always want to talk to your client. You don't ever know who knows who. So,
Right.
network.
And you can make content out of anything. That's why being creative is not really an issue. But it's content out of anything nowadays.
Yeah, I made a video. I gotta post of me cleaning my makeup brushes.
That's content. People don't know how to clean their makeup brushes. And you might have, and the things that you might show, the next person definitely might not know.
Right.
So.
And I'm like, oh, maybe because they saw, but there's people that probably didn't see it or know of this product that I use. So I could be helping somebody.
Yeah.
I feel like it's easier to stay creative, because if it's in you, it's in you. But you know, sometimes like that inspiration and motivation, you need that. So like me personally, I like to listen to like, you know, podcasts or like I like to watch YouTube videos of, you know, like very successful people, go to classes, like he said, go different places. Like I said, like Atlanta is really like the mecca of the beauty industry. So when I go there, I easily get inspired. So it's like you have to actually do things to just keep your mind right. You know what I'm saying? And be focused on that end goal.
That's true, cause Atlanta, them hairstylists, they like
They be getting down.
they really about their business. And up
Yeah.
here in New York, they be playing around. Like down there, them barbers is not charging no $20. Them niggas is charging like average is like $40-$50. So it's like, why that nigga still charging $20? Yeah, everything went up.
Right.
You must live with mom or some shit. I don't know. Bills, you probably got no bills. I don't know.
All right. Well, thank you guys. This was an amazing panel, and I learned a lot from all of you. And I hope to see you all again.
Thank you.
So that's it. Another successful episode. Thank you guys for tuning in with What's Cooking. See you guys later.
I hope you enjoyed another episode of What's Cooking NYC. You can't find us in any air fryer, and you can't cook us because we're available on all streaming platforms. Like, comment, subscribe.